Welcome to the new series. We're playing Mega Man Zero today, and we're playing for the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection that came out for PS4. And yeah, so we're starting with Mega Man Zero 1. These are some of my favorite games as a kid. Like, I have played Mega Man Zero 1 through 4 to death. I didn't play ZX as much, but Mega Man Zero I played too much. Like, I have 100%ed every single game on that, of the Mega Man Zeros, probably more than once. Yeah, as you can see, I've already played it. If you're familiar with the game, it doesn't show continue unless you have files. I've been doing an Alt S rank run. But yeah, so if you're familiar with the Mega Man X games, this starts long after them. So this is a very different situation, and these poor Reploids are just getting destroyed. For them. Yeah. They've got like 3 of these, and they're very scary. What kind of monsters are these? The kind that kill you. That's what they are. Just like this. See? Yep. That's what you get for not being able to dash. Like, it's a really useful ability, as anyone who's played any of the Mega Man games knows. And really, without the ability to dash, what are you even doing with your life? Anyway, so yeah, it's a dead end. Oh, look, there's something inside the door. This must be where we need to go. And they blow the door. Also, so in an S rank run, you have to not kill any cyber elves. In this run, we are merciless. We will be collecting all cyber elves and promptly using them, which will end their life. So yes, this is Zero, the best character from Mega Man X, hands down. If you've played Mega Man X, then you wanted to be Zero. Well, now you can. Although technically there are Mega Man X games where you get to play as Zero, but don't talk about those. This is better. In this, you only play as Zero. Screw X, you don't need X. Zero is better. Ooh. Hey, look, that guy's tankier than the others. He's got extra stats. If he was named, he'd probably survive. Oh, that's unfortunate. Should have said his name a little sooner, then he would have been more important to the plot, and he might have lived through this scene. Anyway, so yeah, her little sparkly companion there will try to get Seal's attention. I have no idea if I'm saying that even remotely correctly. I don't know, this game isn't voiced. How am I supposed to know how to say their names, right? You have no choice. If I do, you'll be... Yeah, this is the introduction to what happens to cyber elves when you use their power. Also casually forgot to silence my phone, but it's fine, it's silenced now. Yeah, everyone's waiting for your safe return. Are we sure about that? Does anyone really care? We don't know that yet as the player. We haven't seen these people who apparently care. Anyways, yeah, she uses the cyber elf. Yeah, which breaks whatever that seal was around Zero. And now he's up. Yeah. Legendary Reploid. Oh boy. I'm the best. Best Maverick Hunter ever. Okay, anyway, yeah, there's a cyber elf over here. So we're going for the collect everything route. Oh, that's right, I can't charge anything yet because my weapons are level 1. Yeah, so as you might expect from this kind of thing, you start with nothing. You've got a little gun, and that's all you've got. Also, I do have to say, I love the setup. So there's an arcing plot line through all of the Mega Man Zero games, and I do love how much they set it up right from the beginning. Also, yeah, I let Seal take damage. Oops. Anyway, got a cyber elf though, so you know, there's that. Getting rid of that one without letting Seal take damage is kind of annoying, because she just kind of Just gonna jump right into it, you know? This is why escort missions are the worst. And I'm glad there's only 2 in this game. And the other one, it makes sense they, you know, not moving all that smartly because the other guy's a wounded soldier, so like, you know, can't really fault him for not picking the most optimal path when he's, you know, barely walking. Anyway, let's see, should I try and go up here for this? Yes, because I did it first try. I hope the seal doesn't start taking damage from those enemies when they respawn. Okay, cool, she didn't. Whoops. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, I love this game. This game is so much fun. I love all the Mega Man Zero games, and I have played them all to death. Yeah. So at the end of each mission, you get a score based on how fast you did it, how many enemies you killed, and how much damage you took, stuff like that. And S-ranking this game is truly difficult, particularly the last mission, which on my S-rank run is what I'm on. Because you have to do the classic Mega Man X boss rush. Also, here, she's gonna say I can't beat this thing with a buster. But no, I am Zero. It's gonna scene me in a minute and give me a better weapon. But I don't care. I'm always stubborn about this. The only time I've ever killed this thing with the Z-Buster is when S-ranking this mission, because this really just takes too long. Or with anything but the Z-Buster, excuse me. Because in a second it's gonna scene me at any moment now. I think it's a time limit thing? I know there is a time limit. There's also a health limit. If you take too much damage, you'll be given it. There we go. Rats. He's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Rats, Zero. We're beating it. We're winning this fight. Okay, fine. Give me the Z-Saber, mysterious voice. Yeah, I won't waste time. Anyway. So now that he's given me the Z-Saber, I'm going to stubbornly not use it. And instead, prove a point that I can, in fact, defeat this enemy without a saber. Why would I need a better weapon? I am Zero, the legendary Reploid. I do not need a better weapon. All I need to do is defeat the enemy. And I can do that with any weapon. You know? Like, I do not need a better weapon. Any weapon will do. Give me a stick and I'll take this thing out. Okay, maybe not a stick. I probably need something at least hard enough to damage it, but like, I'm pretty sure I could forge a metal slab from around here that would do the trick. Like, pretty sure if I needed to, I could punch it to death. I am Zero. Also, I really like the way they set up the overarching story, because if you know anything about the Mega Man X games, Zero doesn't have a gun. His buster is in his arm the same way X's is. Although his can also turn into a normal hand. And yeah, we are Zero, the legendary Reploid. Zero, is that my name? I can't remember. Relax, Remote. You have hibernation sickness. I'm sorry for forcing you to wake up, and thank you for saving me. My name is Seal. I'm a scientist. I'm the best. Actually, she is a pretty cool character, but details. Before more enemies arrive. Well, if I'm not the Zero you were talking about, prove to me that you are Zero by saving me from the golem. Sure. The transfer is still active. Yeah, return to base. Now it'll give me a score for that mission. Yeah, 86 is about what I expected. Because, yeah, I lost a lot of time ditzing around. But I did get all the Cyber Elves in the mission, so there's that. Anyway, so yeah, helping people who are suspected of being Mavericks who aren't Mavericks. If you haven't played any of the Mega Man X games, Mavericks are, so Reploids are effectively android kind of things. Or maybe cyborgs, whatever, they're Reploids. Point is they're at least part robot, usually mostly or completely robot and synthetic. And with these Reploids, if one of them goes into a state of wanting to kill humans, that's called being a Maverick. And that's what X and Zero were. They were Maverick hunters. They went after robots who went crazy and, you know, well, they didn't fix them, let's put it that way. Anyway, so now we're on the side of the people who are being accused of Mavericks, but aren't Mavericks, apparently. For we know the end is coming, but that's why we've been looking for you. You are our last hope. Most of us think that Zero is nothing but a fantasy. However, you still believed in your existence and have looked for you. You are Zero, the legendary Reploid who fought with X to save the world 100 years ago. So yeah, that places this as 100-ish years after the last Mega Man X game, or something like that. You know, we don't know exactly which saving the world talk they're referring to, you know? X and Zero kind of did that regularly. Who knows which one they're talking about? So they could always just add adventures for X and Zero. They could come out with Mega Man X11 and it wouldn't matter. X is trying to retire you, which is the nice way of saying murder. His plans have already begun. Many innocent Reploids being retired as we speak. We need your help. Our future depends on you. Please help us. Okay. Thank you. It's like a dream come true. Now with your help, I think I can save everyone. I have something I need to ask you. Please talk to me when you are ready. Okay, just give me a second. So, okay, so something you figure out if you is after that first mission, you've unlocked something special. So Zero right now, you know, he's just got a dinky gun and he can swing his saber, and you know, Zero is much more awesome than just being able to do these paltry things with his weaponry. But he doesn't remember how to do the rest, so combat experience will help him remember. So you gotta go do things, you gotta go defeat enemies. You know? Anyway, you do have the green charge shot, you just don't have the one beyond it yet. But yeah, so you just gotta help Zero remember all of his more cool abilities by fighting and defeating enemies. And the easiest place to do that is here, because you have that'll just spew out a bunch of enemies. Anyway, oh, that reminds me, I should switch to switch the attack mode to that. Type B is much better for S ranking. Effectively, so the way it's normally set up, the base control scheme is that you press R1 plus X to use your sub weapon, and just X to use your main weapon. And that means they charge at the same time, like that. With the outer ring representing your secondary weapon and the inner ring being your primary. Which, when you're, you know, because Zero does eventually remember how to do charge shots. So with that, it means that when you release the charge on your primary weapon, it also releases on your secondary. Whereas if you separate the buttons entirely like this, it means you have to, you know, be a little more conscientious about managing your buttons. But also means that you don't have to worry about, like, you can just keep a charge shot on your gun ready at all times while using your saber, which is a really, really good thing to be doing, especially during boss fights where you may suddenly want to have a charge shot available to knock a boss out of a particularly annoying attack. You know, as will happen frequently. Anyway, yeah, I love this game to death. I'm very happy to be playing it right now. We get any? We did. We got one of the Cyber Elves that we're actually going to use. So if you paid attention to that score screen, I got points for Cyber Elves. And what that means is that I didn't use any Cyber Elves. I didn't so Cyber Elves come in 2 flavors. Which one did I get? So you get experience based on what you're doing, and yeah, now I have charge shot. Cool. But that also means I need to switch what I'm doing, because it means I need to switch to doing this. So you get XP based on what you're actually doing with the weapon, which I really like that attention to detail, that it actually matters what you're doing with the weapon. That's a really nice touch. I really like it. you get experience no matter what, but like you're not going to learn, like for example what I just learned is going to take a really long time to learn if you try and do it through using charge shots, because you do technically get experience towards it, but because you're not doing the action associated with it, that experience is pretty paltry. Which is why some people think you need to farm a whole lot in this game, but you don't. By the end of this episode, I will be done farming for the whole game, pretty much. Except for farming energy crystals, which I will probably do off screen, because, oh boy, that's a lot of energy crystals. Energy crystals are the blue things, by the way. I've got 560 so far. You need something like 23,000 to max everything out. For everything I'm going to max out on this playthrough, I probably don't need that many, but still. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna just... There's one more level to the Z-Buster, so we're just gonna get that. And then I guess that'll be the end of the episode, because it has been 16 minutes. My commentary is definitely slowing down my leveling speed, because it only takes like 7 minutes to do this. If you are going as fast as you can. But the next upgrade is very important and very convenient to have, so we're gonna make sure that we get it, because I really don't feel like fighting without it. It's very important to have all of the upgrades. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So the major difference there is that the charge shot now charges faster. And also I'm going to switch the Z-Saber to primary weapon because, well, X is easier to hit than R1. Anyway, if you were paying attention earlier when I said specific actions unlock specific things, you'll realize that the reason I'm jumping like this is because I'm trying to unlock something. I got double slash, didn't I? Yeah. That's fine. I expected to... Though I'm not sure if it's possible to get what I was going for before double slash, because double slash gets XP no matter what you're doing. But if it were possible to get the attack I'm trying to get before double slash, you would have to have every single hit you land be an air hit. Oh, hey, an extra life. And since I don't need, and since I'm not worrying about rank in this one, I don't really need to worry about, although I might still just accidentally A rank. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure how many points having a Cyber Elf on takes off, so we'll see if having all the permanent boosts on just destroys my score totally. I also don't know if it can be negative. There we go. Yeah, I got the spinning slash, which is a really nice thing to have. Anyway, do the mighty double slash. Anyway, we're gonna take some damage while practicing this next one, because these enemies don't die in one hit, and that's what you're supposed to use the dashing slash on, is things that die in one hit, because, you know, then you can just kind of go through them like that instead of... Okay, I got triple slash. In case you're wondering, I tried to do the action associated with dashing and did not, and it didn't let me, so I knew that what I got was the other option, which is triple slash. There we go. I can do that now. Rolling dash slash, or dash rolling slash, whatever this game calls it. Anyway, so now I need to... Now I'm going for the charge attack for the Saber, which is one of the hardest hitting attacks in the game. I think it is the hardest hitting attack in the game. The only other attack whose damage I'm not sure of is for a weapon that we don't have yet. It hits... The Z-Saber charge attack definitely hits harder than the Buster charge attack because it's melee. You know, it doesn't have the benefit of range. But yeah, see, like, if I had the original control scheme set, then you can't do what I'm doing right now, where I just keep a charge shot banked until I need it. It's a useful thing to have. It's something that you pick up when you are looking to S rank every mission, because this makes it a lot easier, particularly in boss fights. Because if you have a boss's weakness, because, you know, this is a Mega Man game, so of course you can get weaknesses to enemies. But if you have a boss's weakness, hitting them with it will knock them out of whatever attack they're doing, unless they're doing an attack during which they're invulnerable. And so there's a few bosses in the game that have attacks where it's really convenient to be able to just knock them out of it as soon as they start it. Makes the attack much easier to deal with, because, you know, you don't have to deal with it. You know, the easiest way to handle an attack, don't handle it. Just interrupt it. Don't let it happen. Anyway, yeah, this will take a second. This is the longest grind because you don't... So the way XP in this works... There we go. Is you get more XP based on how much damage whatever attack you're using would do to every target it hits. But the first two slashes don't actually do all that much damage. So the triple slash is where most of the XP is coming from, but against these enemies, they don't really live long enough to get hit with the third slash. Which is a long-winded way of saying you're really not supposed to learn these attacks on these enemies, but if you understand the leveling system for the game, you can still do it. See? Easy peasy. Yeah, I don't really have any other commentary on this bit right here. I love this game. It's amazing. This will not be a long playthrough because it's not a long game. There's 16 missions in the game. I'll probably be doing at least one every episode, probably two. So yeah, it's not going to take very long. Like, this is going to be a short game. But I'll probably just intersperse the Mega Man Zero games into whatever other games I'm recording. So, you know, whatever. I love these games, though. They're amazing. And for the record, you do not have to do the farming I'm doing right now. You can just continue with the story. It's just slower. Because having the ability to charge attack makes every single boss in the game much easier. Like, that is one of the main things that playing this game on hard mode does. Which, by the way, this game has a hard mode after you beat it. When you play it on hard mode, one of the main things it does is remove your ability to charge attack. Like, you just can't use charge attack. It's not a thing anymore. And the reason for that is because it's too good. Anyway, yeah. So, that's all for now. I will see you guys next episode, where we will actually start bull rushing through the story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.